And in this video we're going to understand the log statements that get printed during a Spring Boot application startup. So it's a different video from the rest of the videos. Here we're not going to see any code, but we are actually going to read the log statements and understand what every line in the log means. So this is fundamental. This is very vital for understanding any project, anything that you'll have to troubleshoot in the future. So let us just run the Spring Boot application. But before that, I want to show you an important setting. Here the Spring Boot application is being run with few flags. Here you can see there's an active profile. So we spoke about profiles in the previous video. You can refer that from my playlist. Here we are running the application with a local active profile. So let's just run this, and yeah, we have got the application starting up. So yeah, we are not interested in these funky log lines, so let's just go at the top and try to understand each and every line. First we have this label getting printed. You can override this, but that is just cosmetic in nature. So the first thing is that there is this timestamp, right? There is this timestamp on the time zone where the JDK is running. We have the log level here, so you can see there are green as info logs. We've got warning. One more thing, just to tell you, if you're running on Mac or Linux or Windows, basically on Windows, you won't see this typically as a colored log. So if you see colors here, that is because of the ANSI. There's one setting for starting the colored logs, so you can do that, but that is not supported in Windows. So you can, it's just one more thing I'd like to tell you. So this is the application name, right, followed by 3 dashes. Here we have the name of the thread. So this is the main thread. So you can see we have this main thread. Everything is running in the main thread. If you have threading in the application and you're doing some background job, so you can see that name of the thread here as well. This is the truncated class name for which this log line is getting printed. So O is typically org dot something, right? So this is O dot, I have the name the project as org dot rex. So that is why you see O dot rex dot spring data. So that is my base package actually. So if you just minimize this, yeah, you go up here. So this is O dot A dot S. So this is why you see O dot A is rex spring data spring boot application. So this is actually the completely qualified path, right? So that is that. Some are your custom classes, some are Spring's internal classes. So here we see that this is the application starting using this JDK. This is the version of the JDK. This is the process ID. So this is running as a process, and this process ID gets printed on every log line. So 97594 you'll see everywhere in pink. This is the process ID. So sometimes when you are troubleshooting in a multi-Java process environment on a server, so this can come in handy, getting the process ID. So there we have the next line saying that the active profile is local. So this is what we saw in IntelliJ, the window a few minutes back. Then it's saying that we finished scanning the repository. I found 5 repositories. So I have 5 repositories actually. If you see here in the DAO, yeah, you can see we have 5 repositories. So that is what it is telling us. Then it started on port 8082. The Tomcat, there's an embedded Tomcat which is running. So these are the days of Spring Boot where you have the embedded Tomcat. You don't need the explicit Tomcat server to be maintained separately. We have this inside the jar itself. Then this is the version of that Tomcat. Then it embedded web context was initialized, web application context was initialized. These are the Liquibase logs, so you can just forget. If you don't know what is Liquibase, you can just skip this one. Then we have the Hibernate logs getting printed. So it's saying that the connection was started. So there is one important concept here, which is Hikari. So Hikari is the inbuilt connection pool. It is the default connection pool offered by Spring Boot. So whatever auto configuration you do for your database, Hikari gets configured with the database credentials, and it automatically makes some sensible defaults for us to use. So whenever you are querying, you are actually using a underlying connection pool which is provided by Spring, that is called Hikari, right? So here you can see pool.hikari, pool and the data configuration start completed. That is great. Then some database information is getting printed. Then we have the initialize JP entity manager factory. So this is the one interface you actually use the entity manager to query using the persistent context. So this is, it's saying that it's initialized. That is great. Then Tomcat started on this. This is the context path. You can modify the context path as per your requirement in the REST APIs, and this is it. So as you can see, a lot of things happen under the hood when a Spring application starts, and sometimes it's important to know what went wrong at the startup. So having this knowledge will actually help you. And so sometimes we just don't find the line that we are looking for in the application startup. So that is where this profiling and all can come into picture, right? You may be looking for some auto configuration that is happening, but since the profile is incorrect, that is not getting loaded or not getting injected. So always keep an eye for these kind of things, like what is the process ID, what is the profile. Yeah, there's some of the Hikari, if you're overriding some of the Hikari CP connections, so you can see this is the connection object, so you can actually override. So this is not human readable, you can override it, print the values. If you're changing the core pool size or the max pool size, then you should be able to see some human readable form here. So that's it. This is the basic understanding of the Spring logs at the startup. And thanks for watching this video. Do like, share, and subscribe. Bye.